Hey, if you just got here to the pool, look up. There's people coming down the side of the building. I'm not joking. They're raising money for Special Olympics Hawaii. It's called Over the Edge. Literally over the edge. Right now we have Ashley Lilinoy up on rope A on the far left side and Mahea Akau on rope B in the middle. They're BFFs. BFFs. That's how you say it. So they're coming down together. About halfway down now for Ashley and Mahea.
Thank you so much.
And people coming out on their balconies waving. Talk about a room with a view. Oh, Ashley decided to go faster now. Did she just take a selfie? I'm going to rappel over the side of the building, but first let me take a selfie. Ashley's speeding it up there. Looks like she wants to get down to the ground. Mahea slow and steady. How does it look up there? All right. I've been here for the last 3 years for Over the Edge, and Mother Nature really seems to like this event. We always have beautiful weather, so it doesn't spoil that wonderful view up there. This is kind of like the tortoise and the rabbit, yeah? Ashley tried to go real fast, but Mahea kept going slow and steady, and now Mahea's winning. But it's not a race, right? But my money's on Mahea, but it's not a race. There, Ashley got it fixed, and now she's on her way down again. Oh, maybe the rabbit's going to catch the tortoise. There we go, Mahia, almost down. One more floor to go, Mahia. Here comes the ground. And Mahia Akau is down on the ground. She's done it. And Ashley has 2 more floors to go. And she's down. Let's give it up for Ashley and Mahia. Over the edge, 40 stories, raising money for Special Olympics Hawaii. If you're keeping track at home, that's at least another $2,000 right there. Cha-ching! Next year, I'll bring the sound effects machine. We can get the real cash register. Cha-ching, cha-ching. If this looks like fun to you, they do this every year. You could do it. I tried to get Travis over here to talk on the mic about it so he can tell you all about his experience, but he don't like talk. He just tip his hard hat to you. Maybe we can get Ashley or Mahia over here once they're all done. Again, we're raising money for Special Olympics Hawaii here at Over the Edge with people rappelling 40 stories over the side of the Hyatt Regency here in Waikiki Beach.
72 Bravo.
And most of us know Special Olympics and the actual athletic events. But Special Olympics has a really cool new thing called Project Unify, which is an education-based project funded by the U.S. Department of Education using sports and education programs of Special Olympics to activate young people across the U.S. in order to promote school communities. Right now, Special Olympics is working with 38 U.S. state programs conducting Project Unify that engage approximately 600,000 young people in over 1,700 schools, several of those schools here in Hawaii. The goal is using sports so that young people can make a difference in friendships and schools and communities. And of course, the magic of Project Unify is manifested in these inclusive friendships formed when you see paired youth in action as leaders, creating communities of caring and respect. I know some of the schools here locally, like Farrington High School has Project Unify, and it's a really great community they have over there with that. If you are watching this right now, or if you are here, and you belong to a school that you would like to see a part of Project Unify, you can contact NIPHO at programs@specialolympicshawaii.org. And it looks like we've got another 3 repellers ready to go. Coming up soon on rope A, the far left one, Beverly Casimiro. She'll be in the white shirts. Or as she wants to be called, Bev the Kiani Lady Casimiro. Coming up on rope B, right there in the middle, Jamie Takaki. She'll be wearing maroon. And coming up on rope C on the far right, Kyle Shelley, loan officer for American Savings Bank. And it looks like Jamie in the middle there, Kyle on the right, almost ready to go over the edge. By the way, Jamie is an executive assistant at MW Restaurants. And she said, actually, you know what? She wanted to do this because of a little TV show called The Amazing Race. She saw people rappel off the side of a building on that show, said she wanted to do it. Then found out she could do it and raise money for Special Olympics Hawaii, and boom, that's what they call a win-win situation. And it looks like Beverly up on rope A is also ready to go. And if you couldn't tell by her nickname, yes, she does sell Kiani Natural Products, helping people get better. That's her mission. And that's why she wanted to do this. It's all about the kids. It's all about healthy kids and things for them to do. By the way, the most adventurous, air quotes, thing that Bev has done before this is roller coasters. That can be adventurous depending on the roller coaster. Unless she's talking about like Castle Park back in the days, that doesn't count. But here they go, all 3 at the same time, basically going over the edge. That's Bev on the far left in the white shirt going first. Jamie in the middle. And now Kyle on the right. Everybody is over the edge now. Sounds like Kyle's kind of an adventure junkie. He said he's done skydiving and diving with sharks. I'd say that counts as adventurous. I will not use the air quotes for that. Based on the paperwork here, I'm getting the impression that Kyle and Jamie are boyfriend-girlfriend. Because Kyle put at the bottom, I love you too, Jamie. I'm going to go with, yeah. They're seeing each other. Again, remember, this is not a race, but my money's on Bev. Looking good, Bev. And of course, like our previous repellers that were BFFs and they kind of stayed together most of the way. It looks like Jamie and Kyle will probably do the teamwork thing, stay together, enjoy it. For some people, romance is a candlelight dinner. For others, it's rappelling down the side of a building. Bev is making quick work of this.
If you have any money, I want to go to the BBC store.
No sé, they look like as if I was. What? I know, it's like, wow, that's what she is.
Yeah.
What?
That's where they are.
Yeah, I know, that's why. I saw Lori and everybody else there. Like, ah.
Let me get back in my layback position here. It's a lot easier to see this. Bev is over halfway down already. Look at her go. I believe that's what we call no scared. No scared. Jamie looked like she was trying to swim. Jamie and Kyle just enjoying this. A little leisurely ride down. Bev, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, Bev. We got a shout out to you from your better half from San Francisco. Woo! Your better half says, have fun and be safe, my love. Well, so far, better half, she's doing a great job. She's almost down, only about 9 floors to go. And big mahalos again to Channel 808. That's why we can do stuff like this. Your better half is probably watching in San Francisco right now. We can hear Bev screaming now. Bev, give us a loud chee-hoo.
with face down.
All right.
That's gonna be good.
Now, somebody had just mentioned something over here about what could possibly be going on between Jamie and Kyle up there. I'm not going to say nothing yet. I don't want to jinx it, but let's see when they get to the bottom if there's anything different about them. Like, I'm not trying to give it away, but if maybe one of them has something on their ring finger. I'm not trying to give it away.
Of course not. No. I guess that's still doing a proposal out there. Wow, that would be like. That would be
Gonna propose or he did already? No, she just said, I wonder if he is. Oh. Because they're taking so long. Oh.
You know what would be cool? Like someone up there and do a marriage proposal.
And it looks like Bev Casamero is down on the ground. Woo! Wave hi to the camera, Bev, so everybody can see you.
Lying on the ground.
Here come Jamie and Kyle. Now they're picking up the pace.
Maybe she said no.
And now Kyle's just motoring.
I'll tell Bev, look at the camera.
Bev, look at the camera now. Wave to the camera, Bev. Woo! She's yelling, I did it. Jamie, don't let him win. Good job, Bev.
7-minute pace, the whole time. I'm like, yeah, that's not too bad. And I'm like, number 300.
No jumping in the pool allowed, Bev. I saw that. And Jamie is down on the ground now. Good job, Jamie. Wave to the camera. And Kyle making his way down. One more story to go. Piece of cake for him. He dove with sharks before. When you get off the ropes, make sure you turn around, wave to the camera, Jamie and Kyle. Say hi to the world. Let us see your ring finger. I'm starting rumors over here. All right, now turn around and wave to the camera. Oh, there's a kiss first. Ah, love is in the air. Show us your ring finger. Is it the same? Okay. We're just checking. We were wondering what took you guys so long up there. Good job. And if you're keeping track at home on the tote board, that's another at least $3,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. Woo! In fact, Jamie raised over $1,000. She raised $1,400. Good job, Jamie. So did Beverly. Holy cow, good job. All that money for Special Olympics Hawaii so we can keep the programs going. The athletes don't have to spend any money all year long for all the programs that they're involved in. And here in Hawaii, we have a very unique challenge, which is our outer island athletes. You got to fly them over. You got to put them up in hotels. That is all provided for free because of money like this raised for Special Olympics Hawaii. By the way, big shout out to our mission partners, First Hawaiian Bank, Hawaii News Now. I heard Gina Mangieri from Hawaii News Now did this yesterday at the media day. Good for her. Hawaii Independent Energy, the Law Enforcement Torch Run, and Walmart. Somebody needs to get Bev Casimiro over here when she's done. She looks like a riot. I want to talk to her. To those of you watching on the World Wide Webby, yes, it is awesome here today. Awesome. And I understand there's supposed to be another polar vortex hitting the mainland next week. Frigid temperatures. You could be here. You could. Just get on a plane. By the way, a lot of the money raised here today, what it's going to go to is the next big event coming up for Special Olympics Hawaii later this month, the Holiday Classic. That's going to be held November 22nd and 23rd at Joint Base Hickam, Pearl Harbor, and Kaneohe Marine Corps Base, Hawaii. It's one of the largest yearly events that Special Olympics Hawaii does. Over 800 athletes will be competing in bowling, basketball, and bocce.
I gotta say this story about that guy. We did a social media for Outrigger Waikiki, right? So there's this event going on where there's something on the there's a room upstairs.
The last three was 71, 72, and 74.
Also, some big mahalos we got to send out to our event sponsors. Hyatt Regency Waikiki Beach Resort and Spa. Yes, thank you so much for the use of the building, the facilities here. It's hard to go over the edge without a building. And they got a big one for us, 40 stories. Also, big shout out to Channel 808. Russ Sumida, Topher, the crew, all providing the live internet streaming. So people everywhere, doesn't matter where you are in the world, you could be watching this right now. Big mahalo to Safeway Scaffolding for providing the rooftop scaffolding for last year and this year's event free of charge. All that scaffolding up there that these people are going over, that's all free. They also provide the scaffolding for Special Olympics Hawaii's Cop on Top fundraiser that they do every year as well. Mahalo to Armstrong Produce and Honolulu Freight Service, Kelvin Shigemura, for helping to transport all the rappelling gear from the mainland for this event. You can imagine how much the cost for that shipping in from the mainland would be. And of course, we mentioned the Hyatt Regency here. Big mahalo to General Manager David Nadelman. And of course, all the crew here, the hotel staff. There are 1,230 guest rooms here, including 19 suites. Very nice. All kinds of amenities. You can go to the 10,000 square foot Ho'ola Spa. the Stay Fit Fitness Center, the swimming pool that overlooks the beach. Oh, Jace, very nice. I passed by this place on the way in here, the Shore American Seafood Restaurant. Japango is in here as well. I've heard really good things about that restaurant. And, of course, more than 60 boutiques right here on site. That's why it's called a resort. $40 up. You're looking up there. We're going to have some people rappelling over the side here in just a second to raise money for Special Olympics Hawaii. Just an absolutely beautiful day here in Waikiki. Over the edge for Special Olympics Hawaii. People having the opportunity to rappel 40 stories down the side of the Hyatt Regency here. And all they have to do is raise a minimum of $1,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. Cool deal. And we got a rappeller getting ready to go up on rope A on the far left side. Major General Daryl Wong, the State Adjutant General. He's been supporting Special Olympics as a member of the National Guard. Heard about this event for years. Said, I always wanted to do it. Today's as good as any, Daryl. Of course, the Hawaii National Guard supports Cop on Top, Torch Run, a lot of the Special Olympics events. Daryl says he has done bungee jumping before. That's a good one. That's pretty adventurous. His last words as he goes over the edge here. Peace. Chucking up the deuces. Most people, on the form that we have you fill out, when you ask who do you want to thank, they'll say my family, my friends. The good Major General says he wants to thank everyone who supports Special Olympics athletes. Everybody. There's the photo op right there, sticking the arms out, hanging off the edge. That picture will either be framed and put in his living room or used as his profile picture on Facebook. Or both.
No, thank you. No, that's fine.
And there goes Daryl, making his way to the concrete siding, about 10 feet, and then the free fall. Not literally, though. He's on a rope. And there he goes. He is officially over the edge. All right. And in just a moment, we're going to have another repeller up on line C, which is on the far right. That would be Dora Choi. Dora is an architect and an aerial instructor. I'm sure as an architect she'll be enjoying the view of the building as she goes down. Is that Bev?
Yes, it is.
Bev, come on over here. Bev Casimiro, who was one of our rappellers a little bit earlier. Tell us all about that experience.
Oh my God, this is the first time I ever did anything like this. The closest is roller coaster.
At where though? I was saying when you were coming down, like Castle Park doesn't count. Like a real roller coaster?
Yes, in Orlando, Florida, in Disneyland, Disney World, doing all these different things. My son and my daughter love doing those kind of things, and we would wait to get to the front of the roller coaster. The only problem is one time I couldn't reach and I was drooling. I was screaming so much.
Not the drool.
I had the drool screaming so much.
And if you're at the front, there's people behind you.
Yes, good thing that's why you take the front.
Well, I mean, you raised over $1,300 for Special Olympics and got to do all of this. I mean, how do you feel about that experience?
That's probably the best part. You know, I did this 4 years ago. I didn't get a chance to rappel. I had entered last minute, but I raised over $800 the last time. And this time I got a little bit more head start, and I want to thank my Kayani family for donating, because they kept on telling me, good for you, Bev. It's a great cause, and it brings awareness to a lot of people, and that's why I did it.
That's awesome. Bev Casimiro, thank you so much for taking the time and for enjoying the view today, yeah?
Oh, beautiful. Nothing like doing this in Hawaii.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bev. Good job. Give her a round of applause. Woo! Oh, yeah, you did. Right there. Say hi to your husband.
Actually, he's not my husband.
Whoops, we got you in trouble.
Half, of course, I'm the bigger half. But I also have, I want to thank everyone who donated. Dennis.
Oh, here, let me give you the mic.
So yeah, Dennis donated some money for the children as well, and I wanted to thank, of course, all my friends and family and Kayani family who donated for a great, great cause. And all the funds stay here in Hawaii. So mahalo.
Awesome. Good job, Bev. Thank you.
Oh, wow. We did some wings up there. Look at that.
And Daryl is a moving. The Major General. Only about 8 floors left. And we were talking about Dora coming up on line C on the far right. Gigi coming up on line B in the middle. And you can see they both have wings on. They're going to fly down like angels. Gigi works in construction, and I think I remember these names. I think they're veterans of Over the Edge. They've done this before. Daryl Wong is down. The Major General is on the ground. Good job, Major General. Make sure you wave hi to the camera when you get unhooked. And now the red and the blue ferry coming down.
Okay, the general's free.
Wave to the camera. All right. This is live across the world, Major General. Anything for Special Olympics, he says. Good job. You went pretty fast, too. I think you've done something like this before, probably. Boot camp? No? Yeah. Yes, nice. The way the sun's hitting it, yeah?
See that third set of wings? Look at that. Looks really cool from here.
Yeah. Those are some really cool wings the fairies have up there. I'm going to use a big word. Iridescent. Can we use that word? Oh yeah, they're coming out of their balconies now to get pictures of this. It's not very often you see people with fairy wings on coming down the side of a building.
Who's going to Saturday night?
On the wrong timeline to go way down.
Yeah, that's where you wanted to go. Hey, good job, man. I'm proud of you, dude. I was gonna say, there's no way I can do that. No way. And looks like the red ferry is waiting for the blue ferry. Photo op. Can you imagine you come to Hawaii and, oh, let's go look out and see the beach, and you look out your window and there's people in ferry costumes coming down a rope. Yeah, that's right. Extra charge. Uh-oh. That's intentional, by the way.
Wow.
They know what they're doing. Do not try this at home. They are trained professionals. Trained fairies. Where do you get training for that? I've heard of clown school, but Gigi and Dora making it look easy, kind of showing off, if you ask me. And almost down. 4 floors to go.
Better way to study the architecture.
Seriously, I mean, the view is cool enough already, and then you turn it upside down. It's got to be just insane. They even got the boots on, too. Check out the boots. That's the real deal. And Dora is down.
That's Gigi.
Oh, it's Gigi middle? Oh, Gigi's down. There's Dora. Almost. Getting her money's worth. Good job. Both of them down. Give it up for our fairies. Adding some style and some flash to Over the Edge. Giving it a certain je ne sais quoi, which is French for I don't know what. Don't forget to wave at the camera. People across the world are watching you.
Topher, exactly where is the camera on the?
It's right where the 4 legs are, to the left of it.
Was that the same costume you guys wore for Halloween too? No, different. Okay, just checking. And again, if you're keeping track at home, that's another at least $2,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. Actually, $3,000 because the Major General came down before them.
Just following up, were you successful in getting approval for the routine?
Remember, all of our repellers today had to raise a minimum of $1,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. We've got about 90 repellers today. I'm not good at math, but I think that's a lot of money. And if you don't know what Special Olympics Hawaii does, just think of this. Just here in Hawaii alone, with Special Olympics, 3,200 adults and children with intellectual disabilities and special partners are served through Special Olympics Hawaii with year-round sports, competitions, training, all kinds of sports too. Basketball, bocce, bowling, powerlifting, soccer, softball, swimming, even track and field. And the aim of Special Olympics Hawaii to develop physical fitness, to demonstrate courage, and to experience joy and participate in a sharing of gifts, skills, and friendship with their families and other Special Olympic athletes in the community. They start training them as early as 6 years old at Special Olympics Hawaii, and they start competing at the age of 8. And Special Olympics Hawaii has quite a few athletes over the age of 80 still competing to this day. And the way that money helps out for Special Olympics to do that is they are able to provide all these services free of charge year-round to all of their athletes and the families. Talking about things like facility rentals, equipment, food, lodging, transportation for the athletes for their state games that are held 3 times a year. But also the training and the exercise and the workouts, which really help play an influential role in the lives of the athletes. And of course, all the donations are making that possible today. By the way, funds raised today at Over the Edge will go directly to the Holiday Classic, which is the next big event for Special Olympics Hawaii, taking place November 22nd and 23rd at Joint Base Hickam Pearl Harbor and Kaneohe Marine Corps Base Hawaii. Over 800 athletes. And again, like I said earlier, it's when you look at Hawaii and our unique setting with outer islands and how everybody has to fly, you can't drive from the Big Island or drive from Kauai. You got to fly them over. Lodging, all of the logistics behind it. That's why it's such a big endeavor and why all the money is necessary. 800 athletes competing in bowling, basketball, and bocce at this year's Holiday Classic. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I saw the one right here, and I thought somebody had just spilled.
I wondered too.
No, yeah, that's coming from. Yeah. Where's Melissa today? She's not here.
Another event that we had to go.
Oh, yeah.
Put in the front.
Hey? Oh. Just minutes away from a couple more repellers here.
More wings.
Looks like we got another 3 coming up here on rope A on the far left. CY Wan will be coming out. She is a flight instructor. Probably not scared of heights if you're a flight instructor. Coming up on rope B, right in the middle in the whites, that is going to be Missy Lawrence. She's a physician at Kaiser Permanente. And her friends did this last year, so she said, why not?
Straight to the tile.
And coming up on rope C, on your far right, Kensa Koatal, nickname Barana. That works. Barana, as he wants to be called, lists as his occupation making things look fabulous. I do that all the time.
I wonder if he's in charge of the wings.
He's done flying trapeze, skydiving. Yes. He is an adrenaline junkie. And I see more wings on all three of them. Those don't look like fairy wings. Those look more like butterfly wings. It's very butterfly-ish. Which makes sense because Barana says he heard about this from Dora and Gigi, and they had the fairy wings. This is all making sense now. I'm like Columbo solving a mystery. Wow, this is going to draw people out on the balconies.
Yeah, it'll be perfect. You're on the balcony and just picking up pictures and oh.
I see a lot of flashes up there at the top before they come down. You can't wear a getup like that and not have to go through an entire photo shoot. If you're on the balconies, wait till you see these ones coming down. I think they got the right idea, though. If you're going to do something like this, go all out. And all three slowly making their way down the concrete ledging there. And they are all over the edge now. Once again, our 3 repellers up here right now. On rope A on the far left, CY Wan, whose nickname is HB McKay. We'll go with that. On rope B in the middle, Missy Lawrence. And on rope C, Kensa Koto, also known as Barana, a.k.a. By the way, I like Missy's thoughts here about why she's doing something like this. She said her New Year's resolution this year is to do something she's never done before each month. This is November. Can you imagine what she did January through October? Yeah, they're definitely doing the teamwork thing on this one. All staying together. Nobody's racing ahead of each other. By the way, our repeller on rope A on the far left, a.k.a. HB McKay. She actually stayed a couple of nights in the Amazon. That's pretty adventurous. You know how many millions of bugs are out there? You know how many spiders?
I tell you that they're all from
I'm being told that they're all from an aerial dance school
this is the name.
named Samadhi, Hawaii. Nice. Aerial dance, is that like
Like Cirque du Soleil.
yeah, like Cirque du Soleil where they grab onto the silk things and spin and oh, that's awesome. But they've never done it 40 stories up before, have they? 30 feet is the normal there? Wow. Yeah, I've seen people practicing that out at over by Coco Head Park in Hawaii Kai.
We have a school in Kaka'ako.
Oh, very nice. That is cool. This should be a piece of cake for them then.
They all got ready with their wings.
Thank you. Now I'm looking at the wings. It's more like angel wings instead of butterflies. Angels.
She got an aerial.
All 3 of our repellers here, known as Team Honeybees.
I mean, we gotta clean up after that. But we're running at the end of this time.
And just about halfway down now. They're just having fun with this. This is a piece of cake for them. And I told you, more people coming out on the balcony. He's like, did you see what I just saw? I think I just saw an angel go by. I see at least one of them has a GoPro on. That's Missy there in the center. You totally got to time lapse this thing. Put some cool music behind it too, like turn down for what? So yeah, just like I thought, as they get down a little lower here, you're going to see some more creativity. Some more style points. I feel like we should have judges here for this. I give a 9.5 to the repeller on rope A. That was amazing. Yeah, more people coming out on balconies. Look at that move right there. That's fancy. Oh, there we go. One of the safety measures, if you go too fast, it stops itself. Don't go too fast. How come only one of them has white angel wings? She's the good one. Almost down. Oh, here they go, coming down together. Let's make it a show. Big finish. Jazz hands. Oh, look at that. Well done. Not only raising money for Special Olympics Hawaii, but putting on a show in the process. That's how it's done. Don't forget, Team Honeybees, wave to the camera once you get off your ropes there. Say hi to the world. Show off your costumes.
Trying to hold that thing, I can't be like, okay, snap.
Tyler, are you impressed with that? He's a teenager, that's why I asked. You know, teenager, that's all right. What do you think of that? Okay. Trust me, that was amazing. Don't forget to wave to the camera. There it is right there. Channel 808 providing that, streaming live to the world. Hello, hello. There they are. Team Honeybees. What a show. Mario, your fan club's over here. You guys have sparked an interest in aerial dancing now. Classes are filling up. Hey, I can't forget to give a big shout out to the Army National Guard and the Honolulu Fire Department. There are volunteers on the rope technician right there. The guys in our yellow shirts helping out at the bottom. Thank you so much. And again, a big shout out to our mission partners with Special Olympics Hawaii, First Hawaiian Bank. They've been helping out for more than a decade. And they're the title sponsor of the Law Enforcement Torch Run. Yes, you can. That's our slogan, right? You know that. Yes, you can. Hawaii News Now. Their family of networks provide public service announcements and other airtime throughout the year to help promote upcoming events for Special Olympics Hawaii. And in fact, some of their reporters went over the edge yesterday at Media Day. Had a good time with that. And if you don't know, the network of Hawaii News Now, that includes KHNL, KGMB, and K5. Also, big shout out to the Law Enforcement Torch Run for Special Olympics. It's more than just a run. It's a year-round fundraising organization that culminates at the State Summer Games on Memorial Day weekend, with the final leg running into the opening ceremonies at University of Hawaii. If you've never seen it, it's an amazing event. Hundreds and hundreds of runners with the torch in front of them. Also, Hawaii Independent Energy, they're a major supporter of Special Olympics Hawaii. And actually, they brought 10 members to Over the Edge today to rappel.
Do you want me to empty the cooler or just leave the water?
And we have one more person who's going to rappel in just a bit, getting set up there. He'll be coming down on rope A on the far left, Damon Boyser. He's an extreme athlete for Mogul Wheelchair. He did this last year, doing it again. He's been swimming with sharks, done skydiving, done rappelling. And he's training to be the first quadriplegic to skydive solo. Awesome, awesome. Damon Boyser, he'll be coming up on rope A in just a bit. That'll be our final repeller for the day. Again, big mahalo to Channel 808 for helping us spread this across the world. Big mahalo to the Hyatt Regency Waikiki Beach Resort and Spa for the facilities. And thank you for coming out and supporting Special Olympics Hawaii. Aloha and mahalo.
You can, we're gonna just shut off the speaker. We're recording it, that's why. So we'll just shut off the speaker so you can talk to the people out there or they're here. Okay, so, you killed them? Yeah, okay. Okay, so Trice.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so yeah, it's kind of weird, but
We're getting Damon set. We're getting Damon set up on rope A here for all our viewers worldwide on the internety. And again, think of this for those of you who are scared. You see something like this. Damon's doing this in a wheelchair. That is absolutely amazing. By the way, if you're watching, you know we've been saying that everybody that's doing this has raised at least $1,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. Damon raised over $2,000. That's what it's all about. And he'll be coming up very shortly. In the meantime, enjoy the beautiful view of Waikiki. Because if you're not here, you should be. And we're still here at Over the Edge for Special Olympics Hawaii, awaiting our final repeller of the day, Damon Boyser. Just enjoying the view. Maybe waiting to see if there's any filming for Hawaii 5-0 in the area.
You're on the beach waving.
Yeah, you probably have seen the show and are looking at the shots that we have from the cameras here and going, oh, I recognize that place. A beautiful shot that we have up here of Waikiki Beach right now. And no, there are no waves there today, because it's closing in on winter time. In fact, we're supposed to get some big waves on the North Shore here in the next few days. But that's what Waikiki Beach looks like right now, live. Green flash in a few hours, couple hours. Hour 30. By the way, you're welcome, Hawaii Visitors Bureau, for that shot. That's
Send the check.
Special Olympics bringing it in for you.
We gotta go pull all this cable back. Get this camera down.
Well, the hardest part is because the guy I bought the cable from, it needs to be wound a certain way or else it'll trash the cable. That's the only part that is difficult. That's my only difficult part. And it's only the black one that goes from here to the camera.
You wanna hook that one? It's gonna take him like maybe 20 minutes to take down. You wanna hook wire that the other one out.
But then I can't control the camera or I won't get video signal.
I'm just kidding. I'm just telling you. You know what I mean?
Everything else is easy. Just routing the cable.
Oh wait, okay, here. Okay, so mix. Hit mix. Okay. Okay, now I'm back to just to the client. I want your camera on the main one, huh? Oh, auto cam. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, bye.
As we're waiting on our final repeller, just a reminder of why we're here today at Over the Edge for Special Olympics Hawaii. Every person that went over the edge, we had about 90, raised a minimum of $1,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. So you do the math. That's a lot of money. All so they could rappel 40 stories from the Hyatt Regency here in Waikiki Beach. It's an event that Special Olympics does every year. We've done it for several years now. Very successful event. If you're watching this on the web and saying, I'd love to be in Hawaii and I'd love to help Special Olympics Hawaii, check out the website, specialolympicshawaii.org, and keep an eye out for next year's event. Dates on that. How cool would that be? There's a vacation, right? Come to Hawaii. Rappel down the side of a building overlooking Waikiki Beach. That's a vacation. We're waiting on our final rappeller, Damon Boyser. He'll be coming up soon. We appreciate you tuning in and enjoying the view.
so much she got dizzy. And I think it probably triggered her vertigo, so yeah, so that's probably what it was. Yeah.
And it looks like we're getting close to our final repeller, Damon Boyser. And we were talking about Damon earlier. He is an extreme athlete for Mogo Wheelchair. And he's training to be the first quadriplegic to skydive solo. He's already done skydiving before. In tandem, he's done swimming with sharks. He's done rappelling before. In fact, he was here at Over the Edge last year. It's just a real inspirational story here as you watch our final repeller here at Over the Edge for Special Olympics Hawaii. We've seen it all today here at Over the Edge. Fairies, angels, and now Damon closing it out today. Going over the edge, rappelling 40 stories in a wheelchair. All to raise money for Special Olympics Hawaii, and that's why Damon does it. He says he's a huge supporter. And he'd love to thank all his sponsors to help him raise over $2,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii today. Again, channel 808 providing the live footage here that you're watching on the internet. Thanks to them. Russ Samita, Topher, the crew.
Him first. I came for him. More important him. I don't know.
And Damon is over the edge now. 40 stories to go down. Amazing.
He's not actually in the chair yet.
They're trying to figure. I guess they're trying to figure out how to strap him down. He's over though.
No, that's just the chair. He's not in the chair yet.
No one's in the chair yet. They're still trying to strap him down. Yeah, he's still trying to.
He's not. Oh, he is in it. Okay.
Big mahalo to the assistant going down with Damon as well. But Damon has cleared that first facade. Going past the big suites there at the top. Quite an adventure for this extreme athlete. I've already seen a couple times Damon looking down, giving us a big wave here on the ground as he makes his way down. 40 stories from the top of the Hyatt Regency here in Waikiki Beach. There he is again, waving at us. What's up? And for those of you watching live on the web, we actually have a wedding going on behind us right now, so we had to turn off the external speakers. Damon can't hear us, but you can. And he'll make his way down slowly but surely. And this is definitely drawing people out onto their balconies to watch. How can you not be inspired watching something like this? And Damon is over halfway down now. Our final repeller of the day here at Over the Edge for Special Olympics Hawaii. And just the conversation we're having here around the pool of just what an inspirational story this is. And just inspiring to watch. All those things in your life that you say, I can't do that. I can't do it. And then you watch something like this and you can do anything you put your mind to. Anything. And the crowd is going crazy right now for Damon down here by the pool. As he makes his way, about 9 floors left to go. And Damon wants everybody to cheer for his helper. You're the one they're here to see, Damon. About 4 floors left. Little showboating there with the wheelchair. Little showboating. Spin it.
Sure, sounds good. Okay, you don't want any soda though, right? No, just water.
The logistics of this can't even begin to fathom, but they did it. And he's almost down. 1 floor left to go for Damon Boyser. Our final repeller today at Over the Edge for Special Olympics Hawaii. And our most inspiring repeller today.
Actually, I'll take 1 small cooler with mixed drink too. One small cooler water, 1 small cooler mixed drink.
And he did it.
Okay, we can do that. And you want so we got ice too? Yep, ice can stay in it.
And of course, more photo ops right here. As they bring him into the balcony. 40 floors, raised over $2,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. That is no easy feat what you just watched. Good job, Damon. And you can hear the applause here. Can't think of a better way to wrap up another successful year of Over the Edge Hawaii for Special Olympics Hawaii. Again, over 90 people rappelled down the side of the Hyatt Regency here in Waikiki Beach. Each had to raise a minimum of $1,000 for Special Olympics Hawaii. So you can do the math and figure out, I mean, a lot of money raised for a great organization that does great work here in the community. For individuals with intellectual disabilities. 3,200 adults and children served by Special Olympics Hawaii every year. Over 6,000 volunteers every year helping out. And we'd like to thank those of you who donated. We'd like to thank our repellers. We'd like to thank our volunteers. Again, a big shout out to the Hyatt Regency here at Waikiki Beach for allowing us to use the facilities today. Channel 808 for providing this live stream that you're watching right now from wherever you are in the world. And again, this is an event that happens every year. If you would like to be a part of this, SpecialOlympicsHawaii.org. Keep your eyes on the website. There will be information about next year's coming soon. You can go to Facebook.com, look up Special Olympics Hawaii. You can go on Instagram, SO Hawaii. You'll see some great pictures from today's event if you go on both of those sites. Amazing shots. Amazing shots. I'd like to thank all of you who tuned in and watched this. Aloha and mahalo from Waikiki Beach in Honolulu, Hawaii. Another great year for Over the Edge for Special Olympics Hawaii.
You guys don't need the walkie-talkie anymore for anything now. I'm gonna bring it down. Thank you. Nice to meet you all.
Same here. We're done?